She was 5 seconds away from standing up, inventing a family emergency, and bolting for the door. Nora Sullivan sat at table 12 in the Evergreen Room, her hands folded too tightly in her lap, her emerald green dress catching the warm glow of the chandeliers. She had bought the dress 3 years earlier for a rehearsal dinner that never happened. It still fit. That felt like an insult somehow. The restaurant smelled like expensive wine and pine-scented Christmas candles. Exposed brick walls, soft jazz, and couples who looked like they'd never checked their bank balance before ordering appetizers surrounded her. Everyone belonged here. Everyone except her. Her phone buzzed again. "Paige, you better actually be there. Marcus is perfect for you. Stop overthinking this." Nora glanced at the time. 7:18 p.m. He was late. Maybe traffic. Maybe nerves. Maybe this was a universe testing her for daring to step back into life. 3 years earlier, her fiancé James had collapsed in their kitchen while they were addressing wedding invitations. 3 days before Christmas. A heart condition no one knew existed. Since then, December had felt like walking through a minefield. Every carol, every candle, every happy couple felt sharp. She'd avoided dates, avoided parties, avoided pretending she was okay. But Paige had insisted. "Just dinner," she'd said. "Just try." Nora picked at the edge of her napkin, already rehearsing how to smile politely before escaping unnoticed. 3 tables away, Evan Rowe was losing an argument to a 7-year-old. "Dad, you need practice," Harper whispered fiercely, swinging her legs beneath the table. "You haven't talked to a lady besides Aunt Vanessa in forever." "This is not a date," Evan murmured. "This is dinner." "It's a practice date," Harper corrected. "So you don't freeze up when it matters, like you do at parent-teacher conferences." Evan sighed. He'd brought Harper for a special daddy-daughter dinner because she'd begged, and he'd never learned how to say no to eyes that looked exactly like her mother's. Lily had died 4 years ago tomorrow. An aneurysm. Breakfast had gone by dinner. Harper was mid-rant about her art project when she gasped loudly enough to turn heads. "Dad. Oh my gosh. That's Miss Nora." Evan followed her finger and saw a woman sitting alone, staring at her phone like it held bad news. He recognized her instantly. "Your kindergarten teacher?" he asked. Harper nodded solemnly. "She let me paint moons when Mommy died. She never made me paint happy things." Evan watched Nora's face fall apart as she read something on her phone, watched her read it again and again. "Why does she look like she's going to cry?" Harper whispered. Nora stared at Marcus's message. Something came up with work. "Can't make it. Really sorry. Maybe another time." Her throat closed. Of course. She grabbed her purse, already humiliated, when the waiter arrived holding champagne. "Compliments of your date, miss. He pre-ordered this." Nora swallowed. "He's not coming. I'll just pay for my water." The waiter said, far too loudly, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Heads turned. Pity bloomed. Evan felt something snap in his chest. This woman had saved his daughter once. He wasn't going to let her drown now. Without thinking, he stood, reached into his wallet, and felt the familiar shape of Lily's ring. He looked at Harper. "I'm about to do something really weird." Harper's eyes widened. "Okay." Nora was counting cash when someone sat across from her. "This table's taken," she said. "Well, it was," the stranger replied loudly. "Nora, I'm so sorry I'm late. Traffic was insane." "I don't know you," she hissed. The man dropped to one knee. Gasps echoed. "Nora Sullivan," he announced, holding out a ring. "Will you marry me?" The restaurant exploded. He leaned close. "Saving you. Please." Nora heard herself say, "Yes." The ring slid onto her finger. It fit. A little girl ran up. "Miss Nora, are you my mom now?" Recognition hit like a wave. "Evan," he whispered. "Harper's dad." They moved tables amid congratulations. Nora rounded on him. "You just proposed to a stranger." "You helped my daughter survive grief," he said. "I reacted." She stared at the ring. "Whose is this?" "My wife's. She died 4 years ago tomorrow." Tears burned. My fiancé died 3 years ago yesterday. They sat in stunned silence. So, what's the plan? Nora asked. Evan rubbed his face. I have no plan. They ordered food, laughed, talked. Harper colored. For the first time in years, Nora wasn't alone on December 22nd. Outside, Harper hugged her. My first moment like you. Nora drove home wearing a dead woman's ring, knowing something had shifted. She woke up to 43 missed calls. The proposal video was everywhere. Evan called. We need to talk. At my bookstore. Chapter and verse books smelled like paper and coffee and barely held together dreams. Evan paced between shelves, hair rumpled, eyes red. Good Morning Asheville wants to interview us, he said. My sister thinks I lost my mind. Nora sank into a chair. My principal congratulated me. They stared at each other. Truth or lie? Evan asked. They chose a lie. 3 weeks. No line to Harper. December 23rd found them at Riverside Cemetery, grief colliding quietly. Harper left drawings at both graves. 2 broken people sat together, not alone. Christmas Eve brought Vanessa's interrogation and Harper's fierce defense. Christmas morning brought hot chocolate, burnt cookies, and something that felt dangerously real. This doesn't feel fake, Evan said softly. I'm scared, Nora admitted. What if we get years? 3 days later, Evan broke down. The bookstore was dying. Nora didn't hesitate. She launched a fundraiser using the viral video. $15,000 became $34,000. Why? Evan asked. You saved me first. New Year's Eve, feelings spilled. Fear lingered. Then Marcus showed up. You're too late, Nora said, and kissed Evan in the school hallway. I'm all in. That night, Harper opened Lily's letter. Love doesn't run out. It grows. They told the truth publicly. The world responded with kindness. For months later, Evan proposed again, this time for real. Yes, Nora said. They married in the bookstore. Harper carried photos of Lily and James. 1 year later, they sat at table 12 again. Best fake proposal ever, Evan said. Nora smiled, hand resting over a secret beginning. Sometimes being left alone is just the universe clearing space. If you've ever been left waiting, this isn't your ending. It's your beginning, wearing a disguise.